The moment for me when I realized I need to become a doctor of natural medicine and a chiropractor and treat people holistically was really when my mom was diagnosed with cancer.
22 years ago, I noticed a mass on my breast. So I went to my medical doctor, and the next day was my 42nd birthday. He said, "I am so sorry," but he said, "It is cancer." He said, "We found more cancer. It's in your lymph nodes. You need to have a mastectomy, and you need to do chemotherapy."
She went through rounds and rounds and rounds of chemotherapy, and I was just in junior high at the time, 7th grade, and I remember her hair falling out. I remember her looking like she aged 20 years in 2 weeks and just saying to myself, I never want to see anyone have to go through that again. Praise God, she was diagnosed as being cancer-free and healthy, but really for the next 10 years, she was sicker than ever.
I got sicker and sicker, developed a cough, went to the doctor, antibiotics, didn't help. Matter of fact, it felt worse. So then they said, well, we're going to do an x-ray. So they found something on the x-ray. They found a mass on the x-ray.
I got a call from her and she said, I've got bad news. I've just been diagnosed with cancer again. This time they believe it's in my lung.
They go, we need to start you on some kind of a treatment. And I said no.
We sat down, we prayed together, and we really talked through her options. And we both just felt led to take care of her all naturally. We laid out a whole plan for her. We started radically changing her diet. She started eating blueberries and drinking bone broth, doing several glasses of vegetable juice every single day. We got out all the bad stuff. I made her her own cookbook.
He said, you need to start eating healthy. He cleaned out our cupboards.
She started taking certain supplements, probiotics, medicinal mushrooms like reishi. She started using essential oils like oregano, lavender, and frankincense. We changed her diet, her supplements, her lifestyle, her spiritual and mental life. And she went through this holistic treatment protocol for 4 months.
So they did a second PET scan. So then when I went back in, she goes, it's better.
And he calls us up and he said, this is highly unusual, were his exact words. And he said, I haven't seen this before. He said, but your tumors have shrunk in half. He said, you can keep doing what you're doing. I'll see you again in 9 months.
First positive thing I had heard, and I think maybe the first smile I'd heard from her, she said, we're going to cancel the surgery.
Went back 9 months later, almost complete remission at that point. And now it's been 10 years, more than 10 years since then, and my mom is in the best shape of her life. In fact, she's in her mid-60s. Her and my dad retired from Ohio down to Florida. She water skis. She's ran 3 5Ks with me in the past few years and finished second and third in her age group. One of the things I found when my mom was sick is she was kind of like a deer in the headlights. She was so overwhelmed. She had so much fear because, when you go into a doctor and they tell you, hey, you've got a certain percentage chance to live, or you have this many years to live and that's it, that instills a lot of fear in you. So for a lot of people, they get so overwhelmed and exhausted when they get sick that for me, whenever I'm trying to create content, I want to create something where I really take them by the hand and walk them through step by step exactly what they need to do to get healthy. When I had my clinic in Nashville, I used to tell that to a lot of my patients as I said, hey, I want to let you know this. I'm going to take care of you like I would my own mom or my own dad or my own family member, and I'm going to do everything I can to help you get healthy.
I know how important health is, so I want to teach other people because I feel like many years were robbed from me because I lived in such poor health. All these things that my son Joshua has taught me, he lives what he preaches.
For me, with starting my health newsletter and my website, drax.com, it really all came from I wanted to help more people. When I create a product or a program, we're formulating these products for ourselves, for our families, for our patients and the people we love. What would I want my mom or my own wife or myself and my patients to put in our bodies? Even talking about it right now, it gets me energized inside just thinking about how that's going to impact and transform someone's life. So again, it just really gets me passionate and excited.
My advice to people who are going through challenges is to gain knowledge about what your body needs to regain health. Whatever health issue you're going through, you need to gain knowledge about your situation and what you can do, what other people have done. There is hope out there.